No one is concerned about your problems. No one is coming to rescue you. And that's the best news you could receive. Because when you realize that no one owes you anything, you reclaim your power. Success does not favor those who wait. It favors those who act, even when no one is watching. The question is, will you continue waiting or will you take control of your life? If you feel you're putting in effort but no one notices, this video might change everything. Have you ever wondered when people will acknowledge all that you are doing? Here's the harsh truth. No one is paying attention. And I know this might sound harsh, even unfair, and it might sting. Deep down, every human wants to be seen, recognized, to feel important. But listen closely. This is the best news you could receive. Because the day you truly understand that no one expects anything from you, that no one is sitting there watching every step, judging every mistake, following every move, that is the day you gain absolute freedom. Freedom to fail, freedom to test, to rise, and to try again. When you realize no one is watching, you stop worrying about others' opinions and start focusing on what truly matters, your own growth. Most people spend their entire lives trapped in this invisible cage of external validation. They worry about what parents will think, what friends will say, how colleagues will react. They make decisions not based on what they truly want, but on what seems acceptable to others. And that's the biggest mistake you can make. Because when you live trying to please others, you waste precious years of your life following a path that wasn't even yours to begin with. You kill yourself in a job you hate because they said it was safe. You maintain friendships that add no value because you are afraid of being alone. You suppress your dreams because you think people will laugh. And one day, you wake up and realize you've built a life that's nothing like who you truly are. Now, I ask you, is it worth it? Is it worth spending years worrying about the opinions of people who, deep down, are too busy with their own lives to even think about yours? The truth is, people aren't paying attention to you all the time. They are focused on their own problems, insecurities, internal battles. And that's not a bad thing. It's liberating. It means you can make mistakes. It means you can change. It means you can start over as many times as necessary without fear of what others will think. Listen carefully. Life is too short to be lived according to others' expectations. Every day passes. You are exchanging 24 hours of your existence for something. The question you need to ask yourself is, it is worth trading this time for? Let me tell you something few understand. Time is more valuable than money. Money you can lose and regain. Time you cannot. The time you spend trying to impress others, you will never get back. The time you waste worrying about the opinions of people who aren't even paying attention to you is time thrown away. And you know what's even scarier? Most people realize this when it's too late. When they've wasted years, even decades, living a life that wasn't theirs. You can't let that happen to you. If there is one thing I want you to take from this moment, is this: stop living for others. Stop worrying about what they will think. Stop shaping your choices to please an audience that's not even watching. Stop imprisoning yourself in a cycle of validation that will never take you anywhere. from today, make a decision. The decision to live for you. The decision to build the life you want. The decision to pursue your own dreams, not the dreams someone imposed on you. And here's the most powerful part of this decision. When you start focusing on yourself, the world around you changes. When you stop seeking external approval and start seeking your own evolution, you become different, stronger, more confident, more determined. And ironically, it's at this moment that people start to notice. It's when you stop caring about others. The choice is yours. You can continue living for others, trapped in a cycle of validation that will never take you anywhere. Or you can decide enough is enough. It's time to change. It's time to take control of your life. It's time to stop waiting and start acting. So tell me, are you ready to take that step? If yes, let's move on to the next part. The invisible work. The power of silent effort. Have you noticed that most people only start caring about you after you've succeeded? No one cares about your effort. No one cares about your sleepless nights. No one is paying attention when you are working hard in the shadows. But the day you succeed, the day the money comes in, the day you step onto the stage and everyone looks at you, then everyone shows up. Then the comments start. Whoa, what luck! What incredible talent! I knew they could do it. But let me tell you the truth. Those same people didn't care about you when you were down, when you were broken. No one offered help when you were tired. No one came to lift you up when you had to make tough decisions and let go of comfort. They weren't there to hold your hand. And you know what that means? You have to learn to work alone. True growth happens when no one's watching. If you need applause to keep going, you've already lost the game. Most people want to be recognized before they've done something worth it of recognition. They want others to validate their effort before they even achieved real results. And that's not going to happen. You might be working like crazy. You might be building something incredible. You might be sacrificing your time and energy to create a better future. But no one will notice. At least not now. Because success is built in silence. Champions aren't born on stage. They are born in the solitude of practice. Great leaders don't emerge out of nowhere. They are formed behind the scenes, making tough decisions. Empires don't appear overnight. They are built brick by brick in anonymity. And now I'm going to share a story about Sarah Blakely. She had a mediocre job selling fax machines door to door. She had no money, no contacts, and no one believed in her. But she had an idea. She wanted to create a new type of women's underwear, something that would make women feel more confident and comfortable. And you know what happened? No one believed in her. Industry experts said it was a stupid idea. Her friends and family thought it was a ridiculous dream. She could have given up right then. She could have accepted it that maybe this wasn't for her. She could have waited until someone finally believed in her. But Sarah understood something powerful. No one would believe in her until she succeeded. So she did what few have the courage to do. She worked in silence. She spent years perfecting her product. She convinced manufacturers to believe in her. She saved every penny she could to invest in her business. When she finally launched her brand, Spanx, What happened? It exploded. Sarah became the first female billionaire in the world to build an empire on her own. And suddenly, those same friends and experts who laughed at her idea started admiring her. The factories that rejected her began begging for contracts with her. And everyone started saying, "I always knew she could do it." Now tell me, do you really think they knew? Of course not. They only started believing after her success showed up. And that's exactly what will happen to you. If you want to win, learn to work in the dark. Stop waiting for recognition before you deserve it. Stop seeking approval before you've achieved something. Stop getting frustrated because no one sees your effort. Silent effort is the key to success. The big difference between those who win and those who fail is simple. Losers need constant approval to keep going. Winners work even when no one is looking. Success isn't made in front of the cameras. You want to know the secret of great champions? They do what needs to be done when no one is watching. They train when no one is seeing. They study when others are sleeping. They work on their dream when others are wasting time. The fighter doesn't win in the ring. He wins in the months of training when no one is applauding. The musician doesn't shine on stage. He shines when he spends thousands of hours rehearsing alone in an empty room. The writer doesn't become a bestseller when the book is launched. He becomes a bestseller in the countless nights of frustration, he writing every sentence until it's perfect. Are you willing to pay this price? Because that's what separates those who win from those who quit. If you are waiting for the world to give you a pat on the back before you act, if you need praise to keep going, if you only motivate yourself when others are watching, forget it. You've already lost. True success happens when no one is watching. If you want to be successful, learn to work in silence. Learn to endure the solitude of the process. Learn to trust your effort even when no one believes in you. Learn to lay one brick a day, even when it seems like nothing's happening. Because that's what great people do. They work while others sleep. They prepare while others complain. They build while others doubt. And one day, they win. And then, suddenly, everyone sees. And everyone pretends they always believed. Now, answer me honestly. Are you willing to do whatever it takes, even if no one is applauding? Are you ready to invest in your growth, even if no one notices? Are you ready to stop waiting for approval and start doing what's necessary? Because if your answer is yes, then the game has changed for you. Because now you understand, success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating that moment through relentless action. So what are you waiting for? So what's your next move? This message is inspired by the powerful teachings of Tony Robbins. If it lit a fire within or reminded you of your own strength, then take a moment to share it. Like the video, subscribe for more insights like this, and send it to someone who needs to hear it today. Remember, your future is built on the actions you take when no one is watching. Now is your time. Own it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you feel like it. And have a wonderful day.